Mwah. Mwah. Mwah.
Get big, and the chip will fall out of your teeth.
Huh. You think I can stretch out of everything? You're so naive. To live life, you need problems.
That's stupid.
If you get everything you want the minute you want it, what's the point of living?
I hated this episode as a kid. It was boring, it was slow, it didn't have any purpose nor to advance anything in any way. It was just cats and boxes and Jake saying some whack Jake shit. On my first watch through of the show, I remembered my new hatred for the episode and made an effort to skip it, so it was only on my second watch through I finally understood what the episode was actually about. Box Prince breaks the fourth wall and the fundamentals of storytelling. The heroes aren't troubled or tasked with achieving anything, they're just bored and want something to do. The episode as a whole feels like an anti-episode, and it's theorized it could literally exist as a genuine fuck you to fans. Nothing happens in Box Prince, but it's that nothingness that defines it. The episode before this one, Dungeon Train, showcases the little progress Finn has made towards getting over his breakup with Flame Princess. Instead of trying to get over her, he is now distracting himself with adventuring. Jake is very supportive of this approach until Finn takes it too far, and it's prophesied he'll willingly spend his entire life on an infinitely looping train in order to escape his emotional fallout. The only thing that could bring Finn back to actuality was the fact that he would become a massive burden to Jake, because Jake would never leave his side.
Jake? All those years, he stayed with me.
Finn, can we slow down? My feet hurt. What?
Box Prince starts off with Finn having a more healthy mindset towards adventuring. He's still using it to distract himself, but not at the cost of others. I'm sure you were here for one of the 10,000 times this episode ran on TV, so this image of a cat in a box probably doesn't surprise you. It's pretty unclear if it's a weird cat or it's magic controlling the cat. My personal theory is that the box is magic and the cat is just a cat. The box cat leads Finn to its kingdom, and Finn comes to the realization that the cat is meant to be a prince, but another cat with identical features has taken its place.
Huh? A prince wouldn't steal from his subjects.
This situation has some pretty obvious parallels to the 1882 classic, The Prince and the Pauper. The Prince and the Pauper is a story of two boys, a prince and a pauper. The boys switch places and no one notices because they're identical looking. They managed to trick the entire population of the kingdom to the point of not being able to switch back. Although the boxes seem to play out this narrative, the cats eventually tear the boxes off each other, and it becomes very apparent that by the end, that the cats are just cats. I was right!
Is this even a kingdom? Oh, you guys. Oh, cut it out.
Finn successfully distracted himself. Although he achieved nothing, he was still satisfied with his position at the end, and maybe distracting himself with pointless problems to solve was productive.
To live life.
The B-plot for this episode is Jake getting a nacho chip stuck between his teeth. Beamer asks him why he isn't just stretching to get the chip out of his mouth, and Jake responds with the classic.
To live life, you need problems.
This situation pretty much sums up Jake for me. He's like the embodiment of a wacky D&D build with 6 intelligence and 18 wisdom. He is undeniably stupid.
You just gotta get some momentum going. Club, club, and stick, club, club, and smoke. Oh, hey, you got the fire going right on.
But he always seems to have this unique worldview and understanding of things.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sorta good at something.
In this clip in particular, Jake is saying that for one to exist, one needs problems. Finn's plot starts off with Finn making up a problem. Without this problem, he wouldn't have put himself in the situation to meet the box prince, and the episode wouldn't have happened. Without the problem of the tortilla chip, Jake would just be playing video games right now. Even video games themselves are a form of humans making up problems for each other to solve. Without problems, there wouldn't be anything. And although it's fucking stupid to leave a chip in your mouth and call it the meaning of life, Jake is undeniably correct. Jake and Bimo look at things differently. Bimo has a very literal approach.
That's stupid!
Jake, on the other hand, is more stoic. Stoicism is the belief that you should embrace whatever happens and let go of trying to control things. You should be at peace with yourself, because otherwise you will be at eternal war. Adventuretime consistently takes ideas from the Enchiridion. No, not that Enchiridion, this Enchiridion. The Enchiridion was written by Epictetus in 125 AD. It was essentially a manual made for the reader to achieve mental freedom and happiness in almost all circumstances. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of connections I can draw from wisdom in the Enchiridion to Adventuretime. Who knows, maybe I'll do that at some point, maybe. These two plotlines do not meet up, nor are either of them conclusive in any way. They are both Finn and Jake creating problems for themselves to solve, and not solving them. This episode is an anti-episode. It breaks all the stereotypes, like the one of there needing to be a conclusion, or even a plot to a story. We the viewer are BMO, confused about what significant happened, whilst also being unsatisfied with the result. When this episode came out, I came to a realization. Although we are unsatisfied with what happened, the characters that live through it are not. Finn doesn't care that the kingdom of box-wearing cats just turned out to be a bunch of cats, and Jake is happy over the chip still being in his mouth. It's not that nothing happened, it's just that the result of what happened was nothing. Finn and Jake don't care that the plot was inconclusive, they're just living their lives, and life is unsatisfying. It's only us, the viewer, the spectator, who care because we are looking for entertainment in their lives. It's possible that this episode exists as a meta-commentary on Adventuretime fans and how they don't know what they want. Whenever the show had more relationship-orientated episodes, people would say, "What happened to Adventuretime and the wacky adventures? It's too serious now." And when the show would have wacky adventures, the same people would say, "Nothing even happened in this episode." People have speculated that Box Prints could be the show protesting this and making an episode really intentionally unsatisfying to piss everyone off. Maybe you should make up problems for yourself to solve. Maybe that's dumb. Maybe we're all fucking dumb and we do fucking dumb shit for dumb reasons and we should just accept things for what they are and get along because nothing matters that much. Yeah, I don't know.
You did it, Jake! Congratulations! How did you get that piece of tortilla chip out of your teeth?
Oh, I didn't. It's still there. It'll be like a constant reminder of what life's all about.
This is unsatisfying.